You've been told to budget, save 10%, and diversify your portfolio, right? That's the standard financial advice, the stuff they drill into us from a young age. But let me tell you something. The truly wealthy, they don't play by those rules. In fact, they've got a whole different playbook, one that focuses on building lasting wealth, not just scraping by. In this video, we're diving deep into 5 financial rules the wealthy follow, but you never hear about. And if you stay until the end, I'll show you exactly how to apply these rules in your own life, even if you're starting from scratch. We'll break down their strategies, expose the myths holding you back, and give you actionable steps to level up your own financial game. Get ready to see money from a whole new perspective. This isn't about shortcuts or get-rich-quick schemes. This is about understanding the mindset, the systems, and the long game that separates the wealthy from everyone else. So, are you ready to join the club? Let's go. Imagine stepping onto a basketball court, never having touched a ball before, and trying to play against LeBron James. You'd get schooled, right? That's what most people do with their finances. They jump into investing, start businesses without truly understanding the rules of the game. The wealthy, on the other hand, approach finances like a chess match. They study the board, analyze their opponents, and plan their moves strategically. They understand things like tax advantages, asset allocation, and investment vehicles before risking a single dollar. They know that knowledge is power, and in the financial world, that power translates to wealth. This isn't about becoming a financial expert overnight, but it is about dedicating yourself to continuous learning. Read books, attend seminars, follow financial news, immerse yourself in the world of finance. The more you know, the better equipped you'll be to make smart, strategic decisions with your money. So, where do you start? Begin by building your financial library. There are countless books out there written by financial titans, successful investors, and economic experts. Don't be afraid to dive into topics like real estate investing, stock market analysis, or even cryptocurrency. Knowledge is your greatest asset, and the more you acquire, the more confident you'll become in navigating the financial landscape. Remember, the wealthy didn't amass their fortunes by accident. They invested time and energy into understanding the intricacies of finance. They treated it like a profession, even if it wasn't their primary source of income. So, ditch the get-rich-quick mentality and embrace the power of knowledge. Become a student of the game and watch as your financial literacy translates into tangible results. Let's face it, budgeting can feel restrictive and, frankly, a little demoralizing. It's like trying to fit your financial life into a tiny box that's constantly overflowing. The wealthy understand this, which is why they don't budget in the traditional sense. Instead, they design cash flow systems, automated strategies that align with their financial goals and grow alongside their income. They understand that wealth isn't about deprivation. It's about creating a system where money flows effortlessly towards your aspirations. Think of it like building a series of pipelines. Money comes in, and instead of being confined to a strict budget, it's automatically directed towards investments, savings accounts, and other wealth-building vehicles. This approach not only takes the stress out of managing finances, but also ensures that your money is constantly working for you, even while you sleep. It's about creating a system that's designed to scale with your ambitions, not hold you back. As the legendary investor Warren Buffett once said, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. This quote perfectly encapsulates the mindset of designing scalable cash flow systems. The wealthy understand that true financial freedom comes from building assets that generate passive income, freeing them from the limitations of a traditional job. They invest in real estate that generates rental income, build businesses with automated systems, and create intellectual property that continues to earn royalties long after the initial effort. This isn't about getting lucky. It's about creating a financial ecosystem where your money works harder than you do. So ditch the restrictive budget and start designing a cash flow system that empowers you to achieve your financial dreams. You ever notice how everyone's always chasing the next big thing? One minute it's crypto, the next it's AI stocks, then everyone's piling into real estate or NFTs. It's like everyone's playing a giant game of musical chairs, hoping they don't get left standing when the music stops. The problem is, chasing trends is a recipe for disaster. By the time you hear about the next big thing, chances are it's already too late. The early birds already ate all the worms, and you're left holding the bag. Remember what happened with the dot-com bubble or the housing crisis? Chasing trends is like trying to time the market. It rarely works out in your favor. The wealthy, on the other hand, they think differently. They understand that real wealth isn't built on fleeting trends, but on acquiring assets that are inherently scarce and valuable. They focus on the fundamentals, on things that will always be in demand, regardless of the latest fad. So, instead of jumping on the bandwagon every time a new trend pops up, take a step back and ask yourself, is this truly valuable, or is it just hype? Remember, building wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. Slow and steady wins the race. Think about it, guys. What makes something truly valuable? It's scarcity. Diamonds are valuable because they're rare. Gold is valuable because it's a finite resource. You get the idea. Now, let's apply that same logic to investing. Instead of chasing after the latest meme stock or trendy investment, the wealthy seek out assets that are inherently scarce. This could be prime real estate in a thriving city, a controlling stake in a profitable business, or even intellectual property with long-term earning potential. These assets might not be as flashy as the latest tech IPO, but their value is rooted in something far more enduring, their limited supply. And that scarcity gives them the potential to generate significant wealth over the long term. So, how can you apply this principle to your own financial journey? Start by looking for opportunities where supply is limited and demand is high. Maybe it's investing in a local business with a unique selling proposition or acquiring a piece of land in a rapidly developing area. Remember, the key is to think long-term and focus on acquiring assets that will hold their value, even when the next big trend comes and goes. All right, money magicians, let's talk about rule number 4. This one's huge, and it's something you don't hear about every day. You see, the wealthy, they don't make big financial decisions in a vacuum. They don't just throw darts at a board and hope for the best. They surround themselves with trusted advisors, people they can bounce ideas off of, people who challenge their assumptions. Think of it like this. You're about to make a major investment. Maybe it's real estate. Maybe it's a business venture. Whatever it is, it's a big deal for you. Now, you can go it alone, rely solely on your own research and gut feeling. Or you can assemble a personal board of directors, a team of experts in different areas. Finance, law, whatever your specific needs are. These are people who have been there, done that. They've seen the ups and downs, they know the pitfalls to avoid, and they can provide invaluable insights that you might have missed on your own. This isn't about blindly following someone else's advice. It's about gaining different perspectives, seeing the bigger picture, and making more informed decisions. By the way, if you're enjoying the video so far and want more topics like this, comment the word "more" down below. Now, you might be thinking, Trip, I'm not a millionaire. I can't afford a team of advisors. And you know what? You're right. You probably can't afford a team of high-priced consultants right this second. But that doesn't mean you can't start building your own personal board. Start by identifying the areas where you need guidance. Is it investing, real estate, business strategy? Then look for people in your network who have expertise in those areas. Maybe it's a friend who works in finance, a family member who's a successful entrepreneur, or even a mentor you admire. Reach out to them, explain your goals, and ask for their insights. You'd be surprised how willing people are to share their knowledge and experience when they see you're serious about your financial future. Remember, building wealth is a journey, and having the right people in your corner can make all the difference. And hey, as you grow your wealth, you can start investing in paid advisors like financial planners, attorneys, and accountants. But even then, the foundation you build with your personal board will be invaluable. All right, money magicians, get ready for rule number 5, and this one might just blow your mind. You see, the truly wealthy, they think differently about ownership. They understand a powerful secret. It's not about owning things outright, it's about controlling assets. As John D. Rockefeller, the oil tycoon, once said, "The only thing that gives me pleasure is to see my dividends coming in." Rockefeller, he knew what was up. He understood that true wealth wasn't tied to tangible possessions, but to the income those possessions generated. He didn't need to own every oil well, every pipeline, every refinery. He just needed to control them, to have the power to direct their operations and reap the profits. Think about it. When you own something outright, you're often burdened with its upkeep, its maintenance, its liabilities. But when you control an asset, you leverage its earning potential without necessarily shouldering all the responsibility. This is how the wealthy build empires, by strategically controlling assets that generate wealth without getting bogged down by the minutiae of ownership. Now, you might be wondering, Trip, how do I apply this to my own life? Well, let me give you some examples. Instead of focusing on owning a fleet of cars, maybe you invest in a car-sharing platform. You're not worried about car payments, insurance, or maintenance, but you're profiting from the use of those vehicles. Or, let's say you're passionate about real estate. Instead of pouring all your money into owning 1 or 2 properties, you explore options like REITs, real estate investment trusts. This allows you to invest in a diversified portfolio of properties and earn passive income without the headaches of being a landlord. The key here is leverage. You're leveraging other people's assets, other people's time, other people's expertise to generate wealth for yourself. This is how the wealthy operate, and it's a mindset shift that can completely transform your financial trajectory. So, there you have it, money magicians. 5 financial rules the wealthy follow, but you never hear about. These aren't your typical get-rich-quick schemes. These are time-tested principles, strategies that have been used by the most successful individuals throughout history to build lasting wealth and financial freedom. Remember, it all starts with a shift in mindset. Stop thinking like an employee and start thinking like an investor. Study the rules of the game, design scalable systems, invest in scarcity, build your personal board, and master the art of leverage. And if you found value today, I highly recommend watching my next video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Also, feel free to leave your comment below. I appreciate your support. Until next time, stay consistent, stay patient, and stay winning. See you in the next one, Money Magician.